Hi friends, are you going to join me on TikTok or you're going to stay on the Book of Faces, Jen? Okay. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. Today is Sacred Saturday. Today is Sacred Saturday. And I am live streaming on 3 different platforms today. Just like I did yesterday, I have YouTube and the Book of Faces, the White Tea and the Book of Faces here, as well as I'm live streaming here on TikTok from my new iPad. So I'm trying this out. Today I was supposed to go on at 6, but it took me a minute to figure out how to get the iPad working. I had to sign in and it was a little confusing, but I am here. I am here, guys. So today we're going to talk about Sacred Saturday. Sacred Saturday, okay? We're going to talk about Sacred Saturday today. I want to run by the schedule with you guys again in regards to covering all of the different themes that we're going to be going over for the next 30 days. We're going to try a schedule for the next 30 days and see how it goes so we can stay consistent, we can stay organized, and we can stay structured. So I want to go over that with you again today. When I see myself on the White Tea and the Book of Faces, before we get started with that, to make sure everything is good on both ends. So just give me a second, guys. Okay, so I can see myself on the Book of Faces. Welcome in, welcome in. I can see myself on the Book of Faces. Let's see. Excellent. Okay, great. That's good. And let me see if I can see myself on the White Tea as well. All right. Kind of slow today. I think it's just reset day for a lot of people today. Enjoying the last few days before people go back to work on Monday. So I figured it's going to be slow. It's okay if we don't get a lot of traffic coming into the room today. Oops. Oh my gosh, what did I just do? Okay. I hit my... This is my new iPad, guys. So I'm trying to get used to it, but I like the way that you can see more of me on the screen. So I was just gonna check the White Tea to see if I am live. Yes, I am. Okay. So I am live on the White Tea and the Book of Faces, as well as on TikTok. So we can get started. So I will introduce myself again for people that don't know what I do and what I talk about. My name is Dr. Trish, and I talk about health and wellness with a spirit, mind, body approach, all in gears of helping you get yourself on a path to a healing journey. That healing journey can be on whatever it is that you think that you need to heal from. I specifically work with individuals that need help. Okay, why is it doing that? It's prompting me, hello, welcome in, Dr. Young Mom. I specifically work with people that are empaths, are deep feelers, are high sensitives, highly intuitive, and I specific help with individuals that need healing from a conditioned background, from narcissistic abuse in particularly, and from just overall different forms of abuse. I am a trained facilitator program called Mending the Soul. It's a Bible-based program, minimum 12 weeks. The program can go for longer, where we work on all different forms of healing with a spirit, mind, body approach. It's very biblical based. It's very faith based, and I am also a health educator. Welcome in, Angie. Welcome in. I'm a health educator, and I actually have my doctorate in health education. And so I've been doing health ministry work for quite some time now, and always focusing on healing in different types of forms with a spirit, mind, body approach. But I narrowed it down most recently to work with a particular type of target population, which are empaths, highly sensitives, highly intuitive, deep feelers. And I've narrowed it down to individuals that need uh, help with healing when it comes to healing from having an identity crisis, not knowing what type of, not knowing much about our identity as an empath and what does that all mean, and how do we operate differently from other individuals. We actually do have a different type of central nervous system that really, really defines us, honestly, and how we perceive, how we pick up energy, how we understand things, how we operate, how we behave, how we feel. And that is basically my focus. So, going forward for the next 30 days, I'm going to be focusing on five pillars. Five pillars when it comes to healing with a spirit, mind, body approach as an empath, as a highly sensitive, as a deep feeler. And the the five pillars are the following. So again, there are five core content pillars that I'm going to be covering in over the next 30 days. Hello, Shady Spice. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. There are five core content pillars that I'll be focusing on in the next 30 days. And they are the following: empathy, identity, and education. Empathy, identity, and education. So, what the subtopics of that first pillar will be: welcome in, Jay. Welcome in, Tony. Thank you for being here. The uh, the subtopics under that first pillar is going to be what an empath is and is not. Okay. The next subtopic under that pillar will be empaths versus trauma bonded sensitivity. Okay. The next subtopic will be Christian empaths and spiritual discernment. There is such a thing as far as being an empath and being a Christian at the same time. You can be a believer and be an empath at the same time. Even though church folks do not use the word empath, okay, they don't there's they don't identify with that word or that terminology, but you can be a highly sensitive person, an empath, and be a believer at the same time. Happy New Year, La Smooth. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Guys, thank you for being here. The next subtopic for this pillar, empathy, identity, and education. Everybody can hear me okay, or is the music too loud? Please let me know. I am using a new device to go live today. I'm actually using my iPad. I can see the comments much more bigger. You can see more of me. I know that it doesn't seem like I'm looking at the camera, but I am. But please let me know. Let me know if the music is too loud and I can turn it down. I'm also live streaming not only on TikTok, but also on YouTube and the Book of Faces. So from time to time, I look at different screens just to make sure it's going good in those platforms. So I'm covering the different pillars, right? So within the pillar of empath identity and education, the topics that will be covered will be surrounding what an empath is and is not, empaths versus trauma bonded sensitivity, Christian empaths and spiritual discernment, why empaths burn out, and reclaiming identity without shame. Okay. The next pillar is nervous system and emotional regulation. Okay. So, within nervous system and emotional regulation, we will definitely talk about all of the right parasympathetic triggers, the way what we respond to events when we have stored trauma. So, do we respond with either a fight, a flight, a freeze, or a fawn based reaction? So, we'll be talking about nervous system, okay, makeup, and breaking it down, covering the basics, and talking about how to heal the nervous, okay, somatic grounding for empaths. We will be talking about emotional boundaries versus avoidance. Emotional boundaries versus avoidance. We will be talking about rest as nervous system medicine. Rest as nervous system medicine. We will also be talking about safety before strategy when it comes to nervous system regulation. Okay, so that is the second pillar. The third pillar is going to be spirit led healing. Spirit led healing. And that pillar has all to do with it being faith integrated. Okay, and so that is going to be subtopics like God as the regulator. Okay, welcome in J9. God is the regulator, not the trigger. All right, thank you for the roses. Thank you, appreciate you. Discernment versus absorption, prayer and embodiment, releasing guilt, shame, and people pleasing, and renewing the mind without spiritual pressure. Okay. And then the next pillar is going to be on boundaries, balance, and wholeness. Boundaries, balance, and wholeness. I just love the way all those three things sound and combine together. They sound lovely together. Boundaries, balance, and wholeness. And within the pillar of boundaries, balance, and wholeness, we will thank you for getting your daily heart me. Thank you. Appreciate you sharing your heart with me. Appreciate that. Thank you so, so much. Thank you for using the stickers. Along with boundaries, balance, and wholeness. Do me a favor, J9 Esquire. Is the music okay or is it too loud? Just because I'm tuning in from a new device, I just wanted to make sure. I'm on my iPad here, so it's a little bit of a different format, and I know it's good, not too loud. Perfect. Okay, thank you so much for letting me know. So within boundaries, balance, and wholeness, okay, it's nice and calming still. Perfect. That's the vibe I want to give off. Perfect. Along with boundaries, balance, and wholeness, we're going to cover energetic boundaries, emotional detachment without hardness, saying no without guilt, balance in relationships and work, and rebuilding trust in self. And the last pillar is called Integration, Affirmations, and Becoming. And within that pillar, we will cover topics such as affirmations for empaths, journaling and reflection, identity reinforcement, midlife healing and becoming, which I love that because that's kind of like where I am. Midlife healing and becoming, right? Becoming. I strongly believe that as women get older and, you know, we've lived our lives, we've done the career, we've grown our children, we go through perimenopause and menopause, and so many things start changing in the late 40s into the 50s, right? That we transition, and a lot of our parts, right, change for the better. And we really, some things we stop doing and some things we start doing, but it's all to have better quality of life, better emotional health, and mental health as well. So I love that we will be talking about midlife healing and becoming, because we are becoming. We are becoming in the later stage of life as women with wisdom, right? Lived a life already, raised our children, worked in the workforce, have our careers, transitioning into new careers. We are becoming. And the last subtopic under the integration, affirmations, and becoming pillar is daily embodiment of wholeness. Daily embodiment of wholeness. So, what I just covered, if you're just wondering or just coming in, I'm covering the 5 pillars that will be the focus for the structure of my lives for the next 30 days. We'll see how it goes. I will definitely be taking data to kind of see what are the days that those are the topics that people that are coming into the space and sitting in here are going to be more into. Thank you for the populars. And we're going to do it for the next 30 days. And, if we need to make some changes at the time, we will. And if not, we'll keep going. Okay. So this is the new schedule for the new year. This is this new schedule for the new year. Let me ask you a question, J9 Esquire. Do you identify as an empath, a highly sensitive, a deep feeler, a highly intuitive person? Let me know. What do you identify as any of those? Welcome in, invite shop time. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Empath for sure. All of it. Okay. I would love to know how you figured out that you were an empath. And I know, putting it in the comments, that's a lot to write. But I will, I'm not sure if we'll do it today because it's kind of a slow day on Saturdays on TikTok, isn't it? More people are on later on. I usually don't go on past 8 o'clock. This is actually late for me. But I'm trying a new time. My schedule is changing because I start teaching the new semester as of next week. So my time as far as coming and doing my lives is going to fluctuate a little bit. And I am definitely trying to stay on a regular day-to-day showing up every single day. So this is a new time frame for me. In the past 2 days, and not including tonight, I've been going live much later, and I'm trying to see if I can pick up a new audience, but usually I will go live much earlier. So definitely put on the notifications because my schedule is a pop-up schedule, and and just in case you didn't want to miss anything. Okay, good question. The way I feel about things, the depth I feel when unrelated to me, etc. Where do you teach? I teach in New York. I teach for a university here called Monroe University, which is located in 2 different campuses. One is in the Bronx and the other one is in New Rochelle. So that's where I teach, and I teach public health courses. So I'll be starting to, nice. I know it. I teach at, oh, you teach at Hofstra. What do you teach? What do you teach? Congrats. Thank you. Thank you. I've been teaching for a few semesters. I'm an adjunct. Um, and I like it. I like it, but at times it gets frustrating. I don't like all of the grading, and sometimes it can be a little bit difficult and challenging working with students that wants everything to be handed over to them and you know, want to submit things when they want to submit it, and they, you know, they just want special treatment. Entertainment law. I'm an adjunct too of this semester though. Off this semester though. Okay. So this coming semester, right? Winter 2025, you're off. Welcome in, Gina. Welcome in. So this semester, winter 2025, we're off. I know some people call it spring, but in my university, we're in winter. We're in winter 2025. I know that it's probably spring semester for you, right? So we start the 8th of January, which is Thursday. It's the first day of class. I do have classes that day. And we finish April 17th. And then we go into the summer semester that we don't call a summer semester. We call it the spring semester, which is weird. There is no summer semester. We call it the spring semester. So the spring, fall, and winter. Spring, fall, and winter. There's no summer semester, but we're definitely dead smack in the middle of the summer in class, but it's the spring semester. I know, stressful. These youth are different, but I love what you teach. Oh, thank you so much. I would love to know more about you and what you teach, entertainment law. There is a section in my health policy and management class where I cover a little bit of health law, but that's it. What I always love to see if I meet, people that like to teach, I like to present, and have them come on into my class as a guest speaker. The students really like guest speakers. My department also loves that. My advisor always, my dean loves that. So I always try to see if there's opportunities to bring in a guest speaker. So that's why I was asking. It is stressful. It is stressful. It's honestly the students that make it the most stressful because, um, like you said, it's a different generation. I would not be able to get away with what they try to get away with, and at times, most of the time, that they get away with it. The standards have changed, so that's what makes it difficult. The standards have changed, and you have to kind of like um, change your standards. And when you go into the profession as a professor, you already come with those standards, right? You already come to the profession with those standards. And so it's very difficult to kind of change those standards when you have certain standards as the individual in your authenticity as a professor. That's very difficult. So that's what's wrong with the fields. My university is pretty good overall. It's not, I don't work full time there, so I can't say as a full timer what I experienced because that's not the case. I'm sure it could probably get a little toxic, but I'm not there, thank goodness. Um, but they're pretty good. My dean, I have a very good dean. I have a very good dean I'm very thankful for. And from time to time, they do want you to bend the rules a little bit for the students. I don't necessarily like it, but I try to keep my standards up until I get an email and my dean is telling me, hey, we're going to give this student a break. And I'm like, okay, okay. And I do what they tell me to do. And, I'm like, I kept my standard up until my dean told me we're going to give them a break. So that's a decision that comes from my dean, not from me. And so I'm doing what my dean is telling me to do. And I leave it there. Does that make sense? Yes, message me. Okay, sounds good. I would love to. I would love to. Awesome. So back to what we are talking about tonight. Just to let you know, J9, I talk all things empath education in this room. I focus a lot on healing. Um, I'm not sure how your empath story has gone and your journey has gone. I know that I've gone through a healing process myself. I fully identify as an empath, as a highly sensitive, as a deep feeler, as an intuitive, as an emotional empath. And I'm still working through things, right? But I fully embrace it. I fully embrace it now. And I feel as if that there's a lot of individuals that don't know that they're an empath and they have a lot of healing that needs to take place. They're misunderstood. They're misinterpreted. They're misperceived. They're definitely misunderstood. And I want to be able to provide a safe space in this room for them. So I cover, empath education with a spirit, mind, body approach, all with a focus on health and wellness, quality of life, emotional health and mental health and spiritual health. And there's always that objective of having a healing journey for the empath to embrace. And that is what I talk about in this space. Very different from being a professor, right? And I love it. I love it. I love talking about this. This is my why. This is definitely my why, and this is definitely, I believe, my calling until God decides to change that. Yes, thank you so much for the stickers. But this is what I'm building now, and going into the new year, being secure in what I want to cover in this space, I put together a schedule. And that's what you were just hearing about, which was the five pillars, the five pillars. So, with the five pillars, I have created certain days that I'm going to cover certain things. I have Safe Space Creator in my bio for that purpose as well. Do you? I'm going to definitely check out your bio. J9 Esquire, Life and Legal Lessons. I think I've seen your bio recently. Safe Space Creator, Real, Recognize Real. Entertainment Business Attorney. Oh, wow. Mom, wife, law firm, owner, author. Awesome. 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 Do you go live? Oh, I'm going to follow you back. Do you go live, J9? Let me know. All right. So I'm looking at the days that we will be covering certain, okay, certain topics. Okay. So we're going to have Mindful Mondays. Mindful Mondays. It's all going to be about awareness and education. Then we're going to have Tune In Tuesdays. It's all going to be about nervous system regulation. Wisdom Wednesdays is going to be a spirit-led healing session. Spirit-led healing session. Boundary Thursdays is going to be about balance and protection. We'll be talking about boundaries, why it is important to have boundaries. Feel and Flow Fridays. Yesterday was my first Feel and Flow Friday. And we talk about emotional processing on Feel and Flow Fridays. Sacred Saturdays. Today's my Sacred Saturday. It's still a bit of an intro kind of Sacred Saturday, just because I'm just starting out the 30-day program. I'm still talking about introduction, orientation overall. And, it's kind of quiet in these streets this weekend, especially people are away. People are just getting themselves together and ready to go back to work on Monday. So it's kind of slow. I usually don't go live on Saturdays. I only do like a morning live, and I would never go live later on in the day. But I am trying my best to go live every single day, at least one or two times, at least two times a day, at least two times a day. I do an audio live in the morning. I do an overnight chat live. Um, I just started doing that 2 days ago, and then I do a face live. So I'm trying to stay consistent. I'm trying to show up here every single day. I do go live, pop ups mostly. So kind of like my schedule. Okay, pop ups. I do pop ups. I don't have a particular set time that I go live because I think that stresses, me out a little bit as an empath. You know what I'm saying? I think that can stress an empath out a little bit, right? Don't you think so? For me, it'll stress me out. So I like to have like the pop up schedule, and within a range of time, I'll show up. Definitely, yes. You see, wow, impressive. Well, I've been here for 6 months. I've been here for 6 months, and it's been a learning curve. I'm still learning. I'm still learning. It's been a learning curve for sure, for sure. Good and bad, you know. But I'm trying to really move forward into the new year, establish my community, and also have a school. Oh, thank you so much for the crown. I appreciate you. Thank you. Have a school outside of the platform where we can have more of a safer space and have community there, and I'll have resources in there as well as I'll, well, this is just resources. I would just have to kind of like go into all of the different things that I'm thinking of, but I am building a school. Thank you for the populars. For members that want to utilize more of a safe space platform, because here on TikTok and on the YouTube and on the Book of Faces, it's live, and it's public. So I'm creating a school outside of TikTok for the community. And I also am looking forward to doing some group coaching and individual coaching in the near future. I have a coaching certification. And so that's what I'm trying to propel forward into 2026. Um, I'm at the very beginning of it. So let's see how it goes. And there's a learning curve with all of that, right? There's a learning curve with all of that. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so, so much. Or else I would be talking to myself here. It's a quiet day. Appreciate it. Hello, Riverman. Welcome in. Hello, Joanne. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Okay, so I forgot about Sundays, guys. We're going to have Soulful Sundays. So tomorrow is my first Soulful Sundays. And we're going to cover topics such as identity and becoming on Soulful Sundays. So the Saturday and Sunday, depending on how many people come into the room, it'll be between an hour and 2 hours. If it's kind of like a small room, we'll probably just be live for an hour. Okay? If there's a good amount of people in here, then we can go longer. But I'm kind of like trying to be flexible just because it's the weekend and it's slow. It's kind of slow. Sunday seems to be a little bit better than Saturdays. People are out doing things on Saturdays. I won't come in the early afternoon on Saturdays because, at least for me, I feel like it's kind of crickets. Welcome in, Mama Mina. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Welcome in. All right, so let's get into today's topic. Sacred Saturday. Sacred Saturday. Okay? Sacred Saturday. So, Sacred Saturday, the purpose of this session, okay? So the focus is all about implementing rest rituals Okay? Reflection, having more reflection time, and having more wholeness practices. Put in the chat what you did today, okay, that represents any of those things. What rest ritual did you do? What reflective exercise did you do? What type of wholeness practice did you do? For me, it was a little bit of a combination. I went to a Pilates class this morning. I skipped my audio live. I fixed my home before I left the house. I went to my class. I was prepared to go and, do the steam room, get shower over there. I was gonna do all of it today, but I had some errands to run, so I just did the Pilates class and then I did the hydro massage. What else did I do? I came home, I listened to somebody's live as I was working in my agenda calendar for my work for the university. And that's pretty much what I did, honestly. It was good to not be on TikTok, too much for the day. And usually I like to have that practice on a Saturday. So you slept in, need to do more. You need to sleep in more, you need to do more, like as far as getting things done. So I do feel accomplished because I went to Pilates and I exercised. I do feel accomplished because I ran some errands that I needed to do. I got that out of the way, more self-care. Okay. And I do feel accomplished that I wrote in my work planner. I do have another planner that I have not written in yet, and this is my planner for my business, my practice, my services, my ministry, what I do as far as monetizing on this platform and outside of the platform. I call it all of that. It is a ministry for me. It is a service. It is a practice. It is, it is all of those things: business, ministry, services, a practice, right? Coaching services. So I have, and recovery services center, more self-care and recovery services center at, I'm not sure what that means. I slept in, need to do more self-care and recovery services center. Not sure what that means. Welcome in, Kim K Edu Vibes. Welcome in, welcome in. So this is the journal that I have. Hi, welcome in. Thank you for getting a daily harmony. This is a journal I have for my business. I have not written in here as of yet, so this I'm going to be doing tomorrow. I'm going to be doing and working on that tomorrow. But I do feel productive that I got some planning activities and calendar writing in this journal for myself. Thank you for the Rosa. Hi, Julie. Welcome in, my friend. How are you? Hope you had a good day. I think it typed your name. Oh, okay. No worries. No worries. It's okay. Okay. You can't stay long. No worries. However amount of time you can stay in. So let me get straight into it. Sacred Saturday. Let me get straight into it. So rest is where healing integrates. Okay? That's the planner. I got you. Oh, my daughter's here. I'm like, who is that? I'm like, what? Yes, Diamond. My daughter is here, guys. This is the planner you got me. I'm like, wait, my daughter is in here, guys. Yes, this is the planner you got me, Mama. See, I'm using it. I'm using it. See, I have my full work schedule in there, and I put some stuff in already for the next couple of weeks. My classes, professional development stuff I have going on, faculty orientation meetings, and all of that. So, yes, thank you. I'm just using it for the university, Diamond, because I have a separate planner for my business. I hate calling it a business, guys. I just hate calling. I know it's a business, but it's not really how I see it. I see it more as a ministry, but of course, I'm trying to, um, you know, make income for myself from it. So this is the book, Diamonds, that I'll be using for my business ministry. I don't know how I'm gonna call it, but and I have to work in this book tomorrow morning. A labor of love. Yes, I love that. Thank you, Julie. A labor of love. All right. So Sacred Saturday, guys. Sacred Saturday. The purpose of this of this Sacred Saturday is that we want to normalize rest as sacred. Okay? Rest is sacred for us. Okay? Because it integrates a healing process. So whatever that rest looks like for you, what does that rest look like for you? Put it in the chat, at least 1 to 3 words. What does rest look like for you? That you can say, this is sacred to me. What does that look like for you? For me, I would say my devotional time with God. That's sacred to me. I would say so many activities that I do that integrate God into it is very sacred to me. Um, so I would say that's one of the main activities that I define as restful for my spirit. That just integrates all the components that make up me: the emotional, the physical, the mental, and of course the spiritual. That really is very sacred to me. Eating something healthy, journaling outdoors in nature. Nature. I'm getting together with my friend and we're taking a drive. Oh, nice, Julie. Where are you guys going? Where are you guys going? I'm so happy for that. About that for you. I'm glad. I'm glad you're out with a friend. I'm glad you're out with a friend. So definitely journaling is sacred, right? Eating something healthy, food is nurturing. Okay. Nutrition is very sacred to some people, extremely sacred. Like that you said that. To do returns, but it's fun with her. Okay. As long as you're having fun, Julie. That's all I want for you. Have fun. Have fun, my friend. Have fun. And thank you for popping in and stay as long as you can, but I love that for you. I do. So another purpose for today's topic is to teach empaths how to integrate the emotional, the spiritual, and the somatic work, right? So I already alluded to that already because it is a spirit, mind, body approach, right? And whenever you hear the word somatic, hey, Dr. Trish, journal this morning. Did you journal this morning? Hi, welcome in, Leslie. Thank you for getting your daily heart me. What did you journal on? What did you journal on, guys? So several of you stated journaling. Hi, Paige. Welcome in. Thank you for getting a daily heart me. I'm good at procrastinating and just sitting here. Me too. Me too. Oh my God, Julie. Me too. I'm good, Paige. How are you? I'm good. I'm good. Happy New Year, my friend. Happy New Year. Me too, Julie. Okay. We're good at procrastinating, and that's sacred to us. Me too. Um, I don't know if I would say procrastinating. I just take my time. Don't be coming over here and rushing me to do anything. You know what I'm saying? Because that takes my peace away. Thank you for the glove. That takes my peace away. Don't be rushing me. It takes my peace away. Why are you trying to disturb my sacred moment of just, moving very slowly? Right? Does that make sense? Yes, yes, yes. Um, Another purpose for this session, we're talking about Sacred Saturday, guys, is to reconnect with nature as a regulator. So somebody mentioned taking a walk out in nature. I've made my life as stress free as possible. Exactly. Balancing your day, for sure. That's sacred. Balancing out your day is sacred, right? I've made my life as stress free as possible. I am working on that as well, Julie, but good for you. Yes, that's sacred. Thank you so much, Paige. What's sacred for you, Paige? What's sacred for you? I know you got some. I know you have some. And I hope everybody's connecting with everybody, okay? I have how many empaths in here? At least 4 empaths. At least 4 empaths, right? And I forgot to do my little, okay, just guys, there's gonna be a little weird, but you get what I'm saying. Let's make believe you just came into the room, okay? So Paige just came in. My time with family, do not interrupt it. Nice, that's sacred. Julie just came in. Who else is still here? Oh, Diamond is still here. And Diamond is another empath. Diamond's my daughter, guys. And Paige just came back in. Paige, just because you did that. There you go. Have to eat. See you soon. Okay. Have a great dinner and have an enjoyable time with your family, Paige, because I know that is sacred for you. And Leslie. So I really want to create this room to be a place of honor for empaths, because so much of our lives we didn't have that. We're always sacrificing for others, and we're never giving back to ourselves. And you being an empath, a highly sensitive, a highly intuitive person, right? A deep feeler. I know what that is all about. And I want to honor you. I want to honor you in this space, in my room. And so from time to time, I'll come up with ways to honor you guys, because you should be honored. Because I know what a beautiful soul and a beautiful spirit that you are. I know that. Okay? So I just want to, I'm not trying to be corny or anything like that. I just want to I'm not trying to be corny. I just want to find ways to honor every single beautiful soul that comes into this room. Thank you. I have to go. Peace and love. I'll see you soon, Julie. Take care. God bless you and have a good rest of your Saturday. Okay. So Sacred Saturday is about less, not more. So remember your Saturday as it starts approaching, right? It's not about doing more, it's about doing less. It really does depend on what our schedules are, right? And what we have going on. Maybe that's the time that we decide to do our grocery shopping. Maybe that's the time we think of doing our laundry. But maybe that's the time that we get to sleep in. My Sacred Self Oracle is coming tomorrow from Amazon. So excited. Thank you for reminding me. We're going to do January 3rd today because I forgot it yesterday, Leslie. You see, Leslie, what happens when you don't come in the room? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I did forget. I did forget it yesterday. So we'll do January 3rd before we close out, okay? I'm so excited for you. Okay. And I told you how many years I've had these, right? So I'm so glad you got it for yourself. All right. So Sacred Saturday is about less, not more. So sometimes we want to sleep in. Sometimes we don't want to leave the house. Sometimes we just want to watch our shows, our movies all day long. Maybe you do have food shopping to do. Maybe you do have cleaning to do. Maybe you do have laundry to do. But definitely make moments throughout the day that you're going to have a Sabbath for yourself. Sacred Saturday. Okay? A Sabbath for yourself. Sacred Saturday. Why do empaths resist rest? Why do empaths resist rest? Because there is an underlying conditioning to perform. There is an underlying conditioning to perform, to produce, and to please. For me, I get a sense of gratitude within myself when I produce. If I spend a full day without having any form of productivity, it bothers me. So I really have to balance that because it will bother me that I was not productive, if I really was not like zero, zilch productive. But I also have to keep in mind that I have to, right, keep my Sacred Saturday. Okay? So empaths resist rest because we're conditioned to perform, we're conditioned to produce, and we're also conditioned to please. We have a fear that slowing down will bring emotions. So what if they bring emotions? Let's face those emotions and heal from them. I'm going to say that again. Empaths resist rest because we have a fear to slow down because we think it's going to bring emotions. And I'm saying, so what if it brings emotions? Let's face them. Let's heal from them. Let's really feel through them. Let's really be present with them. Let's give them space. Let's give it space. Let's give it attention. Let's validate it. And let's move it out of our body. Let's move it out of our body. What integration really, really means. Integration really means that healing happens between practices. You're not going to be fully healed from one particular activity or one particular practice. But practice after practice and after practice, we will, right? It's going to be a season, okay? And it's a ritual. It's a rhythm. It's a rhythm. It's a rhythm that we are going to have for our life, a rhythm. Okay? Rest allows the nervous system to file experiences. Okay? Rest allows the nervous system to file experiences. Okay, well, let me look at this file. All right. Well, you know what? I dealt with this. I've forgiven but not forgotten. I no longer serve this, and I'm good. I'm gonna file this away, right? So rest allows the nervous system to file experiences, and then rest as a sacred practice, guys. It can be biblically based, but also and or okay, biological rest. Okay, if you feel like sleeping all day long and waking up super late, then do that. I woke up this morning and I spent time with God, and I am almost about to be done with a certification of becoming a certified facilitator because I sat in the program from September till December as a participant, kind of like a facilitator in training, but more of a participant. And we met every Saturday morning. And it just finished a couple of weeks ago. And now I'm like, okay, well, let me get back in this online program and let me finish this. And I had not even realized that I was closer to finishing it. I think it's pretty much finished. I'm making sure everything is done. And I'm like, wow, God, you're so good because your timing is perfection. Yes, rest is sacred. Rest is sacred. Your time for yourself is sacred. This is the way I want you to kind of see it, Leslie. You are a spiritual entity as an empath. God resides in you. There is a very, very special connection to your maker as an empath. You being well rested is very, very sacred. Very, very sacred. Very sacred. Okay? So I was just thankful to God that, his timing is so impeccable. His timing is so impeccable. Let's try to establish some rhythms instead of routines. Routines sounds a little bit too like, oh, this is my routine and, this is what I got to do. Let's see it as rhythms, not routines. Let's see it as rhythms, right? Because as rhythms, we'll be able to flow more with it, okay? We want to flow with it. We don't want to have to be mandated to do it because it's a routine. Because routine gets old after a while. But when we see it as a rhythm, our activity through it becomes a melody. Our activity through a rhythm becomes a melody. Hi, Luli. How are you? So my granddaughter is, I guess, with my daughter, and they're both watching me right now. Good. So this is I'm using my iPad, guys. I just got my iPad yesterday. No, Yes, yesterday. I just got it yesterday. This is my Christmas gift from my fiance, guys. So I got it. I downloaded the app. It took me forever to figure it out. But I am here. I am here. I like that I can see the comments so much easier, and that you can see more of me. You know, like the picture is bigger rather than on the phone. Thank you, Leslie. Okay. Nature as a healing partner. Okay, we definitely want to invite nature as a healing partner in our sacred Saturdays if we're able to, going for a walk. I live in New York City, guys, and it's super freezing in New York City. I'm a little scared and fearful of what type of winter we're gonna have in the upcoming months. But I cannot, I'm hoping by some miracle with climate change and all of that, it's not going to be the case in the next couple of months. We'll see what happens. But I live by a beautiful foresty area, guys. And I have to take more advantage of going for walks because that is sacred. Walking in nature is very, very, very sacred. Okay? So start inviting nature into your sacred Saturday. Maybe it's about, caring for plants at home. Maybe it's about going and doing some hikes. Hi, Levine. Welcome in. Thank you for your daily heart, me. Maybe it's about bike riding. I know that there's a lot. I used to be one of them. I don't do this anymore, but a lot of runners go and run, in the cold weather. Maybe that's what I need to do, guys. Maybe I need to pick that back up and get some nice, really high quality running gear and start running again. So I'm out in nature. Trainer V, welcome in. Thank you for being here. I joined your fan club for 3 months. So we have a couple of new empaths in the room. Hi, Trainer V. We have a couple of new empaths in the room. So you know what I got to do, right? Welcome in, Trainer V. I know it sounds really corny, but I'm still doing it. I'm honoring you being in the room. Lavi, welcome in the room. Welcome in the room. Thank you for the Rosa. Thank you so much. It has been very cold in Maryland. Yes, it's been very, very cold, and I am fearful of the type of winter we're going to have. I'm really fearful. But with that said, and I know it's very cold, we got to push ourselves a little bit more, right? For sacred Saturdays and spending some time out in nature, because we get to see God in nature, guys. We see God in nature. We see God in nature. We see God in nature, right? We want to be amongst it because God is nature, right? So that's what makes it so sacred. So find ways, despite the weather, to be out in nature for your sacred Saturday. Okay, so for integration and closing, who does affirmations? Anybody do affirmations? Anybody do affirmations? That's part of my morning ritual now. I want to do affirmations. You guys have a poem on my link tree in my bio that you guys can download for free. It's called Perfect. It's perfect for today, the sacred Saturday. Empath, a sacred calling. That's the name of the poem. Empath, a sacred calling. Download it for free, guys, from my link tree. Okay. Yes, I do an affirmation board. Beautiful. Very nice. Very nice. I actually bought this. Not sure how I'm going to use it yet. It's a stand, and I can write like affirmations here. and I can look at it throughout the day. I also have, just little statements and little pictures and um, little frames that say something, even like the calendar. Well, this calendar is a calendar. I just put this calendar up and it's just like pictures of like beaches. But some of my journals, this one in particular, is full of affirmations in the cover and inside. You can also create your own affirmation cards on Canva. I think I'm going to do that for myself. So I'm going to print them out in color, and I'm going to actually have them um, for us when I do my live, so we can go through some. Thank you, Trainer V. So we can go through some affirmations for us. Okay. I have a coloring book as well, guys, on my link tree. It's biblical based with scripture and an affirmation that has to do with the Bible verse. And it's all, I'm all about trees. It's I created it on Canva. You guys can take a look at that. There's actually one coloring page that I have posted up there for free that you can download. Nice. Yes, yes. Okay. So integration can also be gentle prayer or intention. Okay. Our intention is very powerful. It's very impactful. Whatever we do with intention, it's coming into fruition because it's energy, guys, right? So it's energy, and it's not like, all it's not about like new ageism or anything like that. This is quantum physics. Okay, this is very scientific. So think about a vision board. Okay, think about a vision board. I created a vision board. Thank you for the rosa. I created a vision board most recently, and sometimes I have it on my flyer that when I do my audio lives in the morning. For the new year, I had it up there for several days. Thank you so much for the rosas. Um, and I put it as my screensaver on my Mac computer that's behind here, behind you guys. um, and when I turn on my computer in the morning, I might not be doing anything on my computer. I might be on my desk writing in my books or my journals or whatever, doing my devotional. And my screensaver is there, and I'm looking at the vision board. I'm looking at the things that I want to come into fruition for me. I look over it, I set my intention, I pray over it, I ask God to help me bring those items into fruition for me for the upcoming year. That's intention. And your intention is extremely special. I hope you guys know that. I created one last year. I have to create one for this year. And Trainer V, have those, I'm not Trainer V, I'm sorry, Leslie, have those items in your vision board come into fruition. Let me know. I'm curious to know. I'm curious to know. So, in closing, before we do um, our January 3rd reflection card, okay? Yes, they did. Very good. Very, very good. Excellent. Very nice. Yes, so do a new vision board. Do a new vision board sooner than later. Okay, so welcome to Sacred Saturday, guys. Okay, welcome to Sacred Saturday. Today is not about learning something new. It's about letting what you already know settle. You already know all of this. You already know all of this. You're doing all of it, right? So stop guessing. Stop, wondering. Let it settle. Okay? Let it settle. You don't need to write anything down. You don't need to stay the whole time. Okay? I know, like Julie was in and out. Okay? You don't need to do anything to earn rest here. Okay? Um, you create the rest within your own environment, within your own space. Okay? If your body wants to stretch, then you stretch. If your body wants to lie down, then lie down. If your body wants to lean back, then lean back. If your body wants to close your eyes, then close your eyes. Be very connected to what your body is telling you to do. Don't fight it, because your body communicating to you is very sacred as well. This is wisdom, okay? It's not disengagement, it's wisdom. Your body telling you what it needs is wisdom, okay? Empaths often struggle with rest, not because they don't want it, okay? But because rest was never modeled as safe. We get to change that. We get to change that trajectory, okay? We're going to change it. Many of us learn that rest must be earned. Slowing down means falling behind. Productivity equals worth. And spiritual devotion equals constant service. No. I know a lot of us are believers and we're very active in our churches. I was one of them. When I first became a believer, man, I wanted to be part of every single ministry. Every single ministry. I wanted to do the homeless shelter. I wanted to be in the choir. I wanted to do this. I wanted to do that. I wanted to usher. I wanted to do this. I wanted to be a part of every single ministry. Until I realized I couldn't do all everything. Until I realized, well, I heard God's voice say to me, put your daughter in everyone too. Put your daughter in. Yes, I wanted to put my daughter in every single ministry. Until I heard God saying, health, Patricia. Just health. Just health. I was in the choir for a minute, guys, I have to say, okay? I was a soprano. I really did enjoy being in the choir. I really, really did. I really, really did. Okay, so some empaths avoid rest because stillness brings up feelings. Okay, stillness brings up feelings. It's okay to rest and it's okay to feel. It's okay. Give it space. Give it validation. Validate your feelings. Okay? Some empaths avoid rest because silence feels unfamiliar. Okay, so you don't like quietness, so put in some, like soothing, healing music. It doesn't have to be music. It could be beats. It could be, ocean waves. It could be whatever you feel soothing, right? And if it's silence, then let it be silence. Let it be silence. And some empaths avoid rest because honestly, the body finally speaks. The body's going to tell you what it needs. Okay? Your body's going to tell you what it needs. But if you're not slowing down, okay? How is it? Hey, Dr. J, welcome in. I like your I think I'm confusing yours with somebody else in the agency, Dr. J. Somebody, it made me think of you because I thought of neuroscience, but somebody else in the agency had a video chat earlier this morning that had to do with neuroscience and nutrition because she's all into nutrition. And I thought of you. I thought of you. Hi, how are you? Okay. So we're talking about Sacred Saturday, Dr. J. I went over the new schedule for the next 30 days. I'm focusing on 5 pillars. I went over what we're going to be doing every single day. Monday is mindful Monday. Tuesday is Tune In Tuesday, all about nervous system regulation. Mindful Mondays is all about empath education. Wisdom Wednesdays is all about spirit-led, a spirit-led session. Thank you for the Rosa. Thursdays is about boundaries. Fridays I did yesterday. Fridays is, darn garnet, I forgot what Friday was all about. What was yesterday about? Leslie, you were here. Flowing something. I already forgot about it, guys. I already forgot it. Darn it. And then Saturday is Sacred Saturday, and then Sundays is Soulful Sunday. All right, so okay, so I mentioned all of the things as to why rest is hard for the empath, right? What was Friday? Exactly. Good question, Leslie. What was Friday? Let me see. Hold on. What was Friday? Feel and Flow Friday. Okay, so I mentioned all of the things, the reasons why rest is hard for the empath, guys. But here's the truth. All right, here's the truth. Your body doesn't release while you're pushing. Okay? It releases when it feels safe. Rest is not the absence of healing. Rest is where healing integrates. What is integration? Actually, what is it? You weren't there, Leslie? That was yesterday. You were here for a little bit yesterday, no? I thought you were. No, you weren't. You were here Thursday, Leslie. I remember now. You're right. So integration is what happens when your mind understands, your body absorbs, and your spirit settles. Again, that health dimension integration, spirit, mind, body. Okay? Without integration, healing becomes accumulation. It becomes more information, it becomes more practices and more effort. But your nervous system doesn't heal through volume. Okay? It heals through rhythm. So at the end of the day, we need to start creating rhythms for our lifestyle. Can you say that again about integration? Sure. What is integration? What is it actually? What is it for us? What is it? Integration is what happens when your mind understands, it conceives it, it understands it, it digests it, it confirms with it, right? Your body absorbs, okay? Your body absorbs it, okay? Because your body is going to absorb this integration of this body, mind, spirit thing for you. It's going to be sacred for you. And your spirit is going to settle. Your spirit is going to settle. Without integration, healing becomes accumulation. So it's going to be accumulation of more information. So what do? We study something when we think like we're not there yet, right? We haven't arrived. So we're going to study, study, study. We go and get all of these degrees and all of that, right? Okay. And that's fine. That's maybe part of it. I mean, for me, I was always thankful that God was very involved in the process of my career because He knew that I would be here today, and He knew that, you know, as a health educator, I was going to help a lot of individuals, and it was going to be at the same time very rewarding for me. And He knows what's going to happen in 3 years and in 2 years and this year coming up and in 5 years, and whatever type of growth my ministry, my love of labor is going to become, right? So without integration, healing becomes accumulation. More information, more practices, more effort. But when the body, spirit, mind integrates with this rhythm, okay, it becomes sacred. So it's healing. It'll be healing for you, okay? Your nervous system doesn't do things through volume, okay? It heals through rhythms. So integration happens after emotions moves. We got to move emotions out of our body. After insight lands. Oh man, do I love insight. I love it when insight lands. And honestly, I've had the best moments of so much insight when I spend time with God. Right? When that insight lands, that discernment, that wisdom, right? That maturity. After prayer, it softens our heart, doesn't it? I have to say, I have to pray more, guys. I need to pray more. Sacred Saturday is about letting the week land. Just let it land. Like, sometimes our weeks, and we're going into that hustle and bustle, right? Because we're going back to work on Monday. I start my semester on Thursday. But already this week is kind of like, oh, get my lesson plans up there, revise my lessons, checking with my dean, all the things. So it's starting up again, right? But on Saturday, we get to have our sacred Saturday. We get to have our sacred Saturday where the week lands. Okay, it lands. Rest is not passive. It is intentional safety. Rest tells your nervous system you're not in danger. It allows emotions to complete cycles. It restores discernment. And it reconnects you with God without having to strive. See, so many of us are in church or have been in church, striving. And I see those individuals, right? Some are still wanting to be seen. Some are just doing all the things. For me, it's like, no, my focus is on, I know where my focus is and where my place is. I don't want to do those things anymore. I don't want to pull myself in many different ways where it may not be necessarily the focus that God has for me, right? So rest is not passive, it is intentional safety. Rest tells your nervous system you're not in danger. I just love the topic for each day. Yay! Awesome. Um, Rest tells your nervous system you're not in danger. And there's a post, Leslie. I did it yesterday. Like, this is the thing with being an empath. Like, ouch, my glass is hurting me behind the back of my ear. You guys ever have that? Like, I can't have tags when I have new clothes. I have to cut the tag because I will constantly keep feeling it and it will bother the heck out of me. But there's a post. There's a post, Leslie, I did yesterday about all of the pillars and the different days that we'll be covering. So rest tells your nervous system you're not in danger. Rest allows emotions to complete cycles. Rest restores discernment. Rest reconnects you with God without having to strive. This isn't about rigid routines. It's about rituals. I like rhythms. I don't like the word rituals. And I don't like the word routines, right? Let's do rhythms. I love the word rhythms. Gentle, repeatable signals of safety. Okay? So it could be things like a cup of tea in silence, having a cup of tea in silence. It could be sunlight through a window. It could be your feet planted on earth or in the grass. I know we're not in the season now, right? But it could be slow breathing. It could be a whispered prayer. Guys, sometimes I'm just like here and I'm just like, and it's sacred to me. That's sacred to me. I'm definitely always thinking about something. That's just the way my brain is. But I could kind of just like stare at something and it's sacred to me. That's why kind of like having things look a certain way is so important to me because it brings me calm and peace. It works for me. It's sacred for me. Um, I'm just looking through all of this because I kind of like covered a lot of it. Okay. So reflecting is a part of it as well, guys, that is sacred. Okay. So you can ask yourself questions such as, so invite reflection into your process. Okay. So you can ask your question, you can ask yourself questions like, what did this week teach me about myself? Some things that you can journal about. Where did my body ask for more gentleness? What am I ready to release? What wants to integrate instead of being fixed? What wants to integrate instead of it being fixed? Journal, sit quietly, or simply just listen. You don't have to journal if you don't want to journal, but ask yourself these questions and just listen to the response that comes from within you. If there is no response, ask God to show you. Ask God for context. So wholeness is not perfection, guys. It's presence. Okay? We're not going to be whole anytime soon on this earth. We become whole and perfected when we're face to face with God, our Maker, the one that created us to be deep feelers, deep, highly sensitive, intuitives, empathic, empaths. Wholeness is presence, okay? Presence with knowing who you are and whose you are. And there's a lot of confidence in that. There's a lot of confidence in that. You can sometimes also just place a hand on your heart and just say, nothing in me is excluded from healing. You can 150% heal from anything you want to heal, anything and everything. So some affirmations for a sacred Saturday. We're going to do some right now. Say this to yourself. I'll pause in between each one. You can repeat it to yourself. Rest is sacred and safe for me. Rest is sacred and safe for me. I integrate healing through stillness. I integrate healing through stillness. My body knows how to restore itself. My body knows how to restore itself. Wholeness is allowed to unfold naturally. Wholeness is allowed to unfold naturally. And last but not least, I am held by God, by life, and by this moment. I am held by God, by life, and by this moment. In that sacredness moment, you can say that. I am held by God, by life, and by this moment. God, thank you for meeting us in our stillness. Teach us that rest is not separate from you. Rest is with you and in you. It's communion with you. It's communion with you. Help our bodies integrate what our hearts are learning. And let wholeness unfold gently. So as you move through the rest of your day today for Sacred Saturday, I want you to remember the following, okay? Don't rush. Don't overplan. Don't overprocess. Let it just be enough. Hi, Britt. Welcome in. Happy New Year. Good to see you, my friend. Long time. If this Sacred Saturday resonated, you're welcome to tell me to repeat it. I don't know. Hey, Britt. Gotta hop off to get ready for my live. Have a great live, Trainer V. I hope you got some value out of today's Sacred Saturday content. I hope you got some value out of it. Thank you for the 2026, Britt. All right. So let's open our, I'm done. I'm done with all my notes, guys. Great love. Great. Love the affirmations. Very valuable. Awesome. So let's look for January 3rd and then we'll be done because I got to go cook dinner. I got to go cook dinner. You know, the fiance is waiting. He's waiting for food as usual. All right. So January 3rd, right? I have to, guys, I need to fix these cards. Bear with me. I think my granddaughter were in them. She was playing with them because she liked the pictures. My daughter's still in here. Let me see. Yeah, she's still in here. My Luli was playing with them because she liked the pictures and they're all out of order. We're going to do this card. We're going to read this card and we're going to be done, guys. Let's see. Okay. Oh, aromatherapy. Aromatherapy. So remember we had abundance planning on, let me see if I can flip my mirror. Okay, guys, can you see it now? Abundance planning. Can you guys see it now? Did I do it? I missed it. Great, love the affirmation. When are you going? When am I getting married? We're supposed to somewhere in between mid-April and June. It's a small wedding, Leslie. It's a small wedding. We just have to kind of see when it's best for the family. Schedules and all of that, his family, my small family, and that's it. So we gotta schedule. It's very small. It's gonna be very small. You missed it, Britt. It's okay. We're gonna do Sacred Saturday again, and I'll touch base on all of these things again and integrate it with new information. That's wonderful. Been married for wow. Look at that. Look at that. That's a beautiful. I love that. I love that. So on the first, we did abundance planning. Are you guys seeing it okay? Did I mirror my, let's see. Oh, now you could see it. Okay. This was January 1st. We talked about abundance planning. Okay. And then we skipped the second, which was yesterday, but that's okay. Today it's aromatherapy. Aromatherapy. Does anybody do aromatherapy? I have everything that I could do for aromatherapy. I just don't do it. But I have so many essential oils. I have several of the, I don't know what you call it, the actual, I guess the mist container that you put water in, you put the oils in. I have several of them, like several, and I don't use it, but I have to. But okay, aromatherapy. So let's see what it says. I'm in touch with all of my senses and find bliss in exploring them. Aromatherapy is a powerful tool to connect with plants, flowers, herbs. Oh, my daughter will love this. Are you listening, Diamond? Are you still here? Or did you leave? Or is she still here? Okay, aromatherapy. She would like this. Aromatherapy is a powerful tool to connect with plants, flowers, herbs, and the environment around you. Take time today to notice what you smell. Pay close attention to how different scents make you feel and what memories they trigger. Try going for a walk and breathe in the fragrance of the plants, trees, and air. Tune in deeper with your sense of smell. You can create a simple daily aromatherapy ritual by anointing yourself with your favorite essential oil blends. Sound healing, some sound healers, they do that. They anoint individuals coming into their healing session with a form of like aromatherapy smell. I've been to one, and then she used lavender. She used lavender. Apply the oil to the inside of your wrists, like in the insides of your wrist, both sides of your throat. Oh, both sides of your throat, and the back of your neck. I've heard of that. Your body will then act as a personal aromatherapy diffuser to disperse the scents of the oil for your enjoyment and the pleasure of those around you. Ooh. Hmm. You can go one step further by setting up an aromatherapy diffuser near your bedside or in your office. And I have one right over there, guys. Use calming and relaxing essential oils like chamomile and lavender to help you get into the right mental state for sleep. For brain stimulation, explore essential oils like peppermint and rosemary to keep your mind sharp at work. I like that. So for work, you can do some aromatherapy specifically to peppermint oil or rosemary. So the journal prompt for today's card is, what is your favorite scent from childhood? And what does it remind you of? Hi, Jen. Welcome in. You're catching me at the very end, my friend. So for me, um, I would say it's a particular type of jasmine flower that at my aunt's house that we used to go to often, she had these beautiful little, like, they're like miniature lilies, white lilies. I have to look for the flower, guys. And it has such a beautiful smell that when you would walk, she had a very long driveway, and she had all plants and flowers. She had a beautiful home. She really, really did. My aunt, which is my mom's sister, and I remember walking down, the driveway to the house, right? And I would smell the flowers, and it had a really very sweet jasmine smell. I haven't found these flowers here in the States, but they have them. I'm sure, I mean, I could probably find them. But I remember they looked like white little miniature jasmine flowers. And I do believe it's kind of like a jasmine type of scent. Um, so what is all that mean? Just something from my childhood, right? Despite having some childhood moments that have been difficult, right? I still have many that have been very enjoyable and pleasant, and that are memories that I hold dear to my heart. Okay, so Diamond is my daughter, guys. She's in the room. She's saying baked bread, the bakery in Corona. Are you trying to tell me I have to go somewhere, Diamond? Oh my gosh. Baked bread, the bakery in Corona, Queens that baked fresh bread. So that was when you lived in Corona, Queens, Diamond? When we lived in Corona, Queens, you remember this smell? Really? Do you think the store, the bakery is still there? Jen is saying hi. Rose, okay. Um, Leslie says mint tea. My grandma mixed it with iced tea. I love that. Mint tea, my grandma mixed with iced tea. Hi, Abby. Welcome in. Yes, Diamond says. Roses. My grandmother had a rose garden. Beautiful, Diana. Thank you. Thank you for contributing to the comments. Welcome in. Yes, when I visit my dad. Okay, very nice. Very nice. Hey, Abby. So many little coffee shops in Corona. I remember the bread smell. You do, Jen? You do? Um, wow. I love that. I love that. So just to recap, guys, we talked about Sacred Saturdays today. I went over the next 30-day calendar. I'm focusing on 5 pillars. I'm focusing on a theme every single day. Today was Sacred Saturday. Tomorrow we're going to do Soulful Sunday. I am going to start I'm going to start a new audio series as of tonight in regards to a psychoanalytical no, well, he's not a theologian. He's like, he's really into psychoanalysis. Okay. He's kind of like another like Sigmund Freud. Okay. But he talks a lot about the empath. Okay. He talks a lot about the empath. Thank you for your daily heart, me. Thank you for the roses. He talks a lot about the empath. Unfortunately, he talks a lot about the empath and the narcissist. And for me, guys, it's just not healing is not about giving the narcissist, right, too much attention. Because honestly, at the end of the day, it's all about us. It's about us. And that's what I want to build in this room, it being about us. Okay. So I'll be mindful with the audios that I select from this psychoanalytical person. But I'm going to start that Audible tonight. And it's 8 o'clock. I'll probably set it up for around maybe like in a couple of hours, maybe 2 hours or so. You guys might want to come back and check it out. Okay. That's it. So tomorrow morning I'll be on again for an audio live with the flyer and all of that in the morning. Tomorrow is Sunday, right? And we'll take care of Soulful Sunday. I'm probably going to come on around the same time. Hopefully a little bit earlier, maybe more around 4 or 5ish instead of 6. But put on your notifications and remember, um, just to check the posts or the stories. Um, I try to kind of like, staying in communication with everybody so they know when I'm about to go live. Have a great night. I'll catch you tomorrow. Okay, Jen. What time tomorrow? So I'm gonna go to church tomorrow, Leslie, and then I have some errands to run. So I get out of church around 12:30. I'm hoping a little bit earlier because this is getting a little bit late, and my fiance is always hungry. He's always hungry this minute. Good night, Diana. Good night. So I'm thinking between 4 and 6, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try like more around like 4:30ish, 5ish. Okay. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May His face shine upon you. May He be gracious unto you, and may He give you peace. May you know that you are an amazing soul. Hi, Shorty. Um, and may you find yourself completely, and may that make you whole. May that make you whole. Hi, Shorty. How are you? Welcome in. So my daughter is here. My granddaughter is here. My high school friend is here. And my future sister-in-law is here. Wow. What a treat. What a treat, guys. Let's see how we did with, I got one new follower, 143 views. It kind of like a little bit on the low end, but that's typical for a Saturday night. I'm almost at 2 hours. Let me see if I can get my other 4 followers, guys. Let me see who is, ooh, Coach Rhonda is live. Let me see if I can invite her. I don't know if she's gonna accept. No, she didn't, she declined. I don't wanna battle you. Let's see, guys. This is the process that I'm going through. Do you think Halaku? Maybe Halaku. Maybe Halaku. Let's see. Let me invite Halaku. Halaku is a trip, guys. I don't know if she's gonna accept. I'm trying to get my 4. I'm supposed to. Hi, Halaku.
Hi, how are you? This is fun.
I'm good. Halaku.
Dr. Trish, I was just telling everybody about how I found this in my daughter's room. And I feel like she was trying to hide it from me. It's a little mini karaoke set.
That is so cute.
Why is it so stinking cute? Let me put this down so you can actually, let me put it like this so you can see it. Why is it so cute? And Dr. Trish.
But it has 2 microphones?
It has 2 microphones. It has a voice changer. Let me put this up here. And so I'm a little obsessed with it. And so I'm setting up for my podcast. And I was like, let me see what this thing does. Like it's so cute. And I think they were trying to hide it from me because I used to have a bullhorn or 2.
I hear you. You're using it right now.
Yes. Is it bad feedback?
No, I just noticed it. I'm like, there's no feedback. But like,
oh, good.
I'm like, she must be using it.
This thing, I'm going to become the most obnoxious person in my house. I was already the most obnoxious person, but I had the bullhorn, and pals asked me, she's like, how are you? Why did you have a bullhorn? I said, so I could cause problems in the car line. I said, so I could cause problems at soccer practice. So when they're taking too long, or they're inside at those little dances and stuff they go to, I can be like, no, let me come in there with my bullhorn. I will come in there with my bullhorn. I will come in there with my bonnet and my bathrobe and this bullhorn, and I will clear that entire place out. Anyway, I'm just being silly. So
I love it. I love the little stereo. Like, it looks like a little mini stereo. I love that.
Isn't it adorable?
It's
I
adorable.
put it back here. It's so cute. I think I'm going to put it just like right back there. I'm going to turn it off. I fell in love with this thing, so let me turn it off because this is my chance to meet Dr. Trish. And since I'm talking all this month about ritualizing wellness,
very nice.
And attaching our wellness to our culture, I'm gonna just go ahead and take the opportunity just to ask you some questions. Is that okay?
Yeah, but the reason why I was requesting you, Halaku, I'm not battling you. I'm not battling you. I'm not battling
you. Oh, do you want to?
No.
Okay, we can.
I was trying to get 4 followers. From your room.
Can I talk about why you all should be following Dr. Trish? Because I can totally help with that. If y'all are in my room, please follow Dr. Trish. Like, she's awesome. She's one of the MVPs of the Launch Your Income Agency. She's one of my agency mates. No, we do. No, y'all totally have MVPs. I know this because I have a solid B average in the agency. Dr. Lee, I'm getting an E for effort right now. I need to improve my effort like right now. But talk to me some more about the 4 followers.
So I'm working with a business coach, and she said to me, listen, one of the things that I want you to start doing, which is something that Dr. Lisa has told us as well to do, is to
thank you for sharing out the live.
Is to try to, I mean, maybe Halaku, this is not such, an issue with you, but for me, as is still someone that's building my community, every time I finish my my live, I have to check to see how many followers I have. And if I'm not at 5 or more yet, she basically stated, go and see who's live And if you have a friend that's live,
Yes.
just request them. Hopefully they'll accept, and see if, you know, you can do like, you know, give each other new followers.
That is an excellent idea.
Yeah.
You know what I like about that, Dr. Trish? It's something that the first time I heard it, like there's some parts of us on our creator journey. First of all, I'm talking to you like we talk all the time, and this is totally normal. We don't. I'm actually, y'all, I be fangirling y'all. I love y'all. I love my agency mates. So this is such a pleasure. And forgive my old lady blanket, but I'm freezing. Like I'm alternately like burning up and freezing. The first time I heard this, and it was in this wonderful, what would I call it? It was for intuitive entrepreneurs. That's what I'll call it. It was called holisticism. This was during COVID. It was literally, it was like if you're a spiritual, intuitive, really smart girly, it was like going to business school for like intuitives. It was just the best, just learning about content creation, networking, presenting. We would all, there'd be a topic and we'd all present on our favorite topics on Zoom so we'd get comfortable with like what we're doing.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget our teacher, and she was a young woman. Like she was I don't want to say she was Gen Z. She was just a very, very, very young millennial, like one of the youngest ones. And I'll never forget when she was the one that introduced to me that term, collaboration over competition. Hey, Shirley, hey, girl. So collaboration over competition, and how we should be collaborating. Like she was saying how like our first inclination isn't to get together to do something or do something like with a partner or share our audiences. She's like, because it can only help the both of you. It's not a zero-sum game. It's not like, people can follow two people and they become part of your, so I'm a huge fan of that. And can I say, Dr. Trish, I commend you for acting on it immediately. That's inspired
I'm trying
action.
to.
I believe in that.
And every time I'm like, I gotta get off this live because my fiance is like starving right now. I need to feed this man, you know? But I'm like, you know what? No, like I made a commitment to go and get my followers. It's just gonna take a couple of more minutes. You know, he'll be fine. He'll eat, you know, like, you know, but I got to do my thing. So everybody in my room, you know, she speaks for herself because she's super funny, super vibrant. I mean this in every good way, Holly Q. You are a trip.
It's just the way my astrology is set up. I can't help it.
I get it. I get it, and I love that you are you 100%.
That is so kind.
Unapologetic. Because that's what it's about.
I mean, at this age, Dr. Trish, like I'm 53. If there's one thing I'm done doing, it's apologizing for existing.
Right.
It's like apologizing for showing up at the point I am in on the journey with everything I've learned, everything I've failed at and learned from.
Right.
Having shrunk myself, trying to fit in, trying to fit into the the different places I've lived, or I've had to go to school, or like my husband's, we've had to go because of like his work. That very times that often feels very homogenous, and not homogenous to me, right? Like homogenous to the like I live in Marin County. It's very. I would just say it's homogenous, and I'm not the homogenous part. Like I don't fit in.
I get it.
So at this point, like I'm ready to be all those things that when you're a girl, you're told too loud, too quiet, stop talking.
Thank you, Charlene.
Don't attract, don't be passionate about anything. Keep it calm, keep it measured. I, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate that, and I know. I admire you. I wish I could, I'm always like flipping to see how my agency mates are doing. Like, what are we doing? What are our different areas of expertise? Dr. Trish, Dr. Trish, and maybe one coach, one more. We have another wellness coach.
Much, Carol. So it's
such a
Carol the Voice Shops. Carol the Voice.
Carol, thank you.
Carol the Voice Guru. She has a new account. It's called Carol the Voice Shops now. Yeah.
Follow.
Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, so
from my
if anybody from Halacure's room wants to come and follow me, I would greatly appreciate that.
yes, please do.
What I do
Hold
in
on,
my
I'm gonna follow
lives,
Carol from this new account.
what I do in my lives is basically I talk about health and wellness with a spirit, mind, body approach. I focus on empaths, highly intuitives, like Halacue, okay? Highly intuitives, deep feelers, right? Empathic, highly sensitive people, and healing. I help them get on a healing journey, right?
Yes.
I focus on healing from conditioned pasts that were a part of our upbringing, right? Healing that child, right? And also just having a strong sense of self, knowing who you are and knowing whose you are, right?
Yes.
So a lot of my healing processes is all, Christian. It's Christian based, but not through practice and religion, but through spirituality and relationship. So that's what I talk about. That's what I talk about.
Right on. Y'all give Coach Trish a follow. Get into her lives, her room. She is one of the most consistent live creators that I know. She's also very creative. That's one of the things I like about I think it's you and I think it's Coach Chantel. I never know exactly what we might be doing. We might be doing stretching. We might be doing breath work. We might be doing some introduction to meditation. All of these things I find I'm very, very interested in because of my history in working in domestic violence, sexual assault, reproductive crisis healthcare. I've always been fascinated with and interested in modalities. These things that we can learn, especially if we've had any trauma. And I don't know about Dr. Trish, if you know my story, but I grew up in a violent home.
Nervous system regulation. Somatic exercises.
And just being able to access and move through our emotions, right? What they are, and not let them take us over and take us under control. And so I'm very interested in modalities that are free, that we can, we can teach ourselves and we can learn from other people. So I love your platform.
Thank you.
Please follow Coach Trish before she has to go feed this man.
Thank you so much. And I cover nervous system regulation on Tune In Tuesdays. Tune In Tuesdays.
I love that. Coach Trish, please come in whenever you want, Dr. Trish. This is great.
Thank you so much.
Did we get your fifth follower?
Let me see. No, I need 3 more. How many people you got in your room?
3 more followers. So y'all, if you're interested in health, wellness, that's what we're going to be talking about.
I just got another one. D Cali 815. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Coach Trish, let me follow you too from my
everything. Erin Ashley. So I need 1 more.
Erin's one of my bonus little sisters. Erin and pals. Erin's an amazing new Black girl podcaster.
Oh, very nice. And I can see why you follow Halacue. I can see why you follow Halacue.
And so she and I are going to be with Carol. We're going to be doing a Black girl podcaster, kind of like a little support learning circle.
Well, my daughter is in my left, but my daughter was in my room, and hopefully she was here when I first hit the invite button, and she got to hear you a little bit because I know she would love to follow you. My daughter's biracial. I have a biracial daughter and biracial granddaughters.
Right on. Yeah. Right on. I have 2 little Black biracials myself.
Yeah.
And I love I one of the things I actually wanted to talk about on the platform, it is important for us to niche. I don't know if I'll start another channel or what, but sometimes it can be very challenging for biracial girls, right? Especially if they're Black biracials or one of the parents is Black and it's not mom, like mom's not the one that's like Black, and they have to, because just sometimes we're the one, we're passed along the nurturing and the comforting and helping them understand.
Yeah.
And so it's a very vocal community on here. And I always want to be like, do you need a Black mom, a biracial
dancer? Well, you know what I've noticed within TikTok and the Black community? The support system is incredible.
Yes. Yeah. No, it is. My daughters were the ones that told me about the ones that first told me. I mean, I knew about the nuances between, like black biracials, white, and just what that means when which parent is the one that's like black. They were the ones that turned me on to that, and ever since then, I was like, oh, I hope if anybody ever needs, anybody ever needs me, hey, Ocean Summer needs me or needs a little guidance. So y'all, Dr. Trish jumped on. Dr. Trish. Also, if you're a member of the Launch Your Income Agency, y'all please put some flaming hearts down in the chat. She is my agency mate. And Dr. Trish is. Yeah, no, Dr. Trish is one of my agency mates, and we're on a mission in 2026. I just need everybody to understand we are going live every day in the Launch Your Income Agency.
I'm going live every day, more than once. I'm doing an overnight what is it, the chat live overnight. Yeah. I'm trying to find creative ways because I can put whatever I'm gonna put on here in this room is my office, and put on I invested in premium YouTube, so it doesn't, so there's no ads, right? But my thing is that will my Mac stay on the whole night?
If you make it so it doesn't fall asleep and you keep it plugged in, I bet it will. When I was on vacation,
I have to see what settings I have to do so it doesn't fall asleep.
Yeah, like you can do. Yeah, you'll be able to find that in settings, and it'll probably I don't know what it'll be under. But when I was on vacation, Dr. Trish, when I was on vacation was I was first starting to hear about you can put something on chat and it'll. So I've been running the old episodes of season 1 of my podcast, but my problem was that
you said you were going to do that,
and it's good. Like Dr. Trish, I've been getting like a few 20, 30 extra downloads, and every download counts. By the way, if you guys are listening to podcasts, please just listen to the first. All you got to do is listen to the first 60 seconds of a podcast, and the podcaster gets the download count. So. You can literally put it on silent. But when I was on vacation, I didn't have a soundproof area, so I put it in the shower. So I had my computer set up and the iPad set up to listen to it. I think I'll try that tonight. But my problem is the exact same thing. Yeah, I didn't know whether or not it would keep playing on
exactly.
iPad.
But I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna see what happens, and because I'm just trying to do different things, because the music within TikTok is the same. So people get tired of that, you know? So you again, value. Even though you do a voice chat, you have to add value, right? Then I do the audio live in the morning with the flyer, value. Sometimes I put an audio book on, sometimes I'll do meditations, and then the face-to-face live. So my thing is how can I be creative enough to always bring value to my community as we grow little by little, that is integrated within my niche. That's what I'm working on. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Thank you so much, Holly Q. I appreciate you.
You're so welcome. Did we get your 5?
I think so. Let me see.
Yay! Excellent.
I need one more.
Una más. We need one more follow, y'all. For Dr. Trish.
I think maybe I just got it. MB just came. I got it! Yay! Thank you so much. Thank you so
from the bottom of my heart.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
I love this. You and believe it or not, you have given me something. So I'm a Leo, and there's just something about sharing about other people. I always tell people I love Black girl astrology, and I always say the job of a Leo is to shine a light. We're supposed to be like a street light. We're supposed to be like a campfire, and we're the kind of essence of our nature is to get people to come close and to warm up. So when you come close, I hope you get warm and you give me a chance to have given some warmth or to have shared something. And to us, it feels good. I don't know how to describe it. It's it just feels good. It's when you drop a big tip on your waitress and that waitress needs that tip and it was nothing for you to leave an extra $20.
I love that. Thank you.
And it feels good, it just feels good. So
I'm my sign and your sign, we get along. I'm an Aries.
Fire starter. And the hero of this. See, it's another reason I love astrology, because even if somebody doesn't come across their archetype, it gives you this lovely new lens through which to see
Yes,
them. And
exactly.
what do we know about Aries? Fire starter.
Yeah.
They are fighting for someone.
Yeah.
I don't know who it is. You don't know. We don't always know who it is, but they are ready to be the hero. They are ready to pick up the banner, and they're ready to pick up the sword and go to battle for something or someone.
Yeah.
And I love that. And you're another fire sign, really heroic and great. And all fire signs are great at expression. So whether it's behind a mic or it's in front of a camera or it's the written word, yeah, that fire energy is
yeah, but sometimes I gotta hold my fire back.
Yeah, I like to describe, you know, the way I describe Leo is like a campfire or a street light. Sagittarius is kind of like a bomb, you know, or like a firecracker, and Aries is like a flamethrower. Like the fire is it's very serious, it's very intense, it's like very focused.
Yeah.
And it gets the job done. Dr. Trish, thank you for this chance to get to know you better.
Thank you so
much. This is so
much.
Nice.
I'm gonna let you get back to your audience.
Oh, you're so welcome.
Thank you so much.
Anytime.
I'll talk to you
Have
soon.
A wonderful weekend.
You too, hon. You too. Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
What a pleasure. What an absolute pleasure. And now this is when I get to test whether or not I
You want me to do it? You got it.
Let me how about this? Let me practice. This will be good.
So go to the double rings, and then you're gonna see a little arrow.
Boom.
At the top.
Yes.
You got it. There we go. Leslie, thank you so much for staying with me this whole time. Hello, handsome Sean. Welcome in. You changed your bio. Welcome in. Welcome in. All right, guys. I am calling it a night for now. I'm going to put the chat, the audio chat in a bit, in a couple of hours, as I promised. I got to go cook dinner. My fiance is probably starving. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate your presence. Appreciate you, beautiful soul in this room. We're going to keep building. We're going to keep growing this community. It's going to be so amazing. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. Thank you. God bless you. And I will see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye. Let me edit my goal. I'm going to edit it, that I achieved it. Let me see. There we go. Okay, now I'm good. Why didn't it edit it? Edit. Let's see. It's not letting me edit it. I don't know why. Oh, well, it is what it is. Good night, everybody. Good night, Leslie. Take care of yourself. God bless you. Good night, everybody, on the Facebook of Faces and on the YT. Thank you for being here, guys. Good night.